Ka'alayim La Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who brew well, teach well with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. The brothers who labor in this truth, putting their life on the line, especially in these times. And you brothers and very few sisters who believe in this truth wholeheartedly, sincerely, shalom to the hopeful elect. Um, the reason what brought me to do this lesson through the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai earlier today at camp was an individual that came up to the elders, and he asked about the sign, Ezekiel 37. And I'm not gonna go into those precepts, but it just shows you, man, this thing that we're doing is spiritual, man. Because right before he came up, this is the precept that was brought out, Romans 3:3. God forbid, I mean, Slakia 3:3. But what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua without effect? God forbid. Yeah, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that the thought so like that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So bottom line, whether people don't have belief in this word and they walking to and fro, going past the prophets of the Lord, there's gonna be those that's gonna inquire about that sign, that Ezekiel 37. That was a prophecy. That was something that is happening now. Prophecy coming to pass. People inquiring about that sign. It was a talking point. But people want to know what that sign is talking about, man. And that's how we know that it was the spirit of the Lord that was put on true men of the Lord to have that sign. Ezekiel 37. That's where again, Israel, the southern kingdom, the southern kingdom with Judah and Ephraim, the northern kingdom being on that stick, and 12 tribes of Israel, man, which was so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So it's a beautiful time we're in, man. We've seen that the spirit of the Lord is being, you know, is being put on. You know what? Let me get it. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Actually, let me get this real quick. So like Matthew 24 and 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So this gospel is good news. That's part of the good news, man. The brother came up. He was an Ephraimite, and he was like, man, this. It was good news to him. He's like, this is good news. This is something he never learned about, man. And that's the Lord. That's why he's putting us out there on those highways and highways and byways on the hedges, and the chief course of concourse, the chief place of concourse, man, to and have that sign, which was Ezekiel 37, to be because it was prophesied, man, to do so, man. And we're living out prophecy, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. It's a beautiful thing to see it, man. That great multitude being woken up, and people knowing who they are. He was like, man, it's a beautiful thing to know that Puerto Ricans, Ephraimites, and a part of Israel, man. And he was an older fella, man, but it just shows you, man, that this thing is it's living waters. It's constantly flowing, man. It's something where people gonna, it's always gonna, it's life, man. Basically, bottom line, it's life, man. And it breathes life into people, man. It breathes life into people, like Ezekiel 37, man. Bottom line, you know. Um, I don't want to go too much on it, man, but just brought that out. And then bottom line, I'll bring out this real quick. Jeremiah 10 and 23. Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in men that walketh to direct his steps. Right. So that was the spirit, man. It was spiritual, man. I was talking to a brother, man. We were saying, You know, these things that happen, you know, at camp or happen through our daily lives would be spirit. We gotta just sit back and watch it through the spiritual lens, man, and see how there's a standard being lifted as we speak, man. It's not to the capacity where Howard Shots really put them spiritual powers on his men, but just showing people starting to see the difference between, you know, what's going on in the world and seeing true men of the Lord, man. It's that's starting to happen, man. People, it's a spiritual thing, man. People, the spirit of the Lord is put on all flesh, man. At the end of the day, people are seeing what's going on. All right, and you can't. That man, he walked up, and the Lord directed his steps. It wasn't in him to direct his own steps. It was the Lord. A man's going is of the Lord. How can he then understand his own way? All right, so you're just seeing things being manifested, being made clear through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. It's a beautiful time we're in. You know, as these prophecies are popping off the page, that's part of prophecy right there, man. That people will come up and inquire about that sign, man. All right, so with that, man, I pray this lesson was edifying, man. Faith booster, shalom to the hopeful elect.